The management process hires personnel to accomplish the work of the organization. The management designs procedures used to warehouse inventory and distribution of goods. The management establishes marketing objectives, designs information processes for operations, for example, procedures used to pick and ship goods to customers. And then the information process receives customers' order. The information process prepares invoices and sends it to credit card company, then receives electronic payment acknowledgement from the credit card company. The information system acknowledges customer's order by sending email to the customer. Then it sends requests to the warehouse to ship the item and sends packaging ship to the printers to attach to the goods. And then the operation process attaches the documentation, the packing slip to the goods and ship the goods and sends reports to the information system that the goods have been shipped. And then the information system sends shipping acknowledgement to the customer via email and sends management the sales report. These are the activities in the business operation, in the business process, and includes all the three elements of the business process, which is the management process, the information process, and the operation process. The management designs operations and information processes by providing people, equipment, other physical components, and policies. The information process users include the operations personnels, management, and people outside of the organization, such as customers. Business process has three component processes. These processes work together to accomplish the objectives of the business process. The three components are information process, operations process, and management process. The information process is that part of the information system related to a particular business process. The information process plays a critical role in the way all three processes work together. The operations process is a human-made system consisting of the people, equipment, organizations, policies and procedures whose objective is to accomplish the work of the organizations. And the operations process include distribution, manufacturing, human resources, and their sub-processes. The management process is a human-made system consisting of the people, authority, organization, policies, and procedures whose objective is to plan and control the operations of the organization. The three most prominent management activities are planning, controlling, and decision-making. We often hear people say that before an action is undertaken, the estimated benefits of that action should exceed the estimated costs, and that's the basic expectation in business. In practice, the benefits and sometimes the costs of information are often hard to measure. In fact, for some qualities, an increased level of one requires the reduced level of another. As one instance, obtaining complete information for a decision may require delaying use of the information until all events related to the decision have taken place. In cases where there are conflicts between qualities of information, defining a hierarchy establishes the relative importance of each quality. We could decide that accuracy is more important than any other quality, or we could insist that timeliness be achieved, even if that means that accuracy is sacrificed. For many decision makers, relevance of information is the key quality when choosing among many viable options. Information systems conclusion. In the business world, information technology and information system plays a pivotal role in how effectively and efficiently companies perform. It's not sufficient anymore to have just a flashy website or the cheapest product line. Customers expect quality service, accurate and timely delivery of orders, and a well-run organization behind a flashy website. Companies cannot separate product development and manufacturing into well-defined pieces anymore. All business professionals must share common information that is collected centrally and made available via integrated information systems to all company users. The more you know about working with interchangeable pieces, the better prepared you will be to succeed as a business professional. Management uses of information summary. An information system serves two important functions within an organization. First, the information system mirrors and monitors actions in the operations process by processing, recording, and reporting business events. The second major function of the information system is to support managerial activities in the management process, including management decision making. Managers need to know if enough inventory is being produced each day to meet expected demand. Managers' second use of information is to help them achieve satisfactory results for all of their stakeholders. Finally, managers use the information system to recognize and adapt in a timely manner to trends in the organization's environment. Information is data presented in a form that is useful in a decision-making activity. Data, however, are facts or figures in a raw form. Data represents the measurement or observations of objects and events. The most basic functions of an information systems then is to transform data into information that is useful in decision making. Costs and benefits of information. In business, we make an assumption that there is a cost associated with each improvement in the quality of information. In practice, the benefits and sometimes the costs of information are often hard to measure. Conflicts among information qualities. It is virtually impossible to achieve a maximum level for all of the qualities of information simultaneously. In fact, for some qualities, an increased level of one requires a reduced level of another. The following are all qualities of information: effectiveness, understandability, relevance, timeliness, predictive and feedback value, verifiability, neutrality, freedom from bias, comparability, consistent, validity, accuracy, completeness. Prioritizing information qualities. In cases where there are conflicts between qualities of information, defining a hierarchy establishes the relative importance of each quality. Maximizing one objective rather than obtaining the highest possible levels for individual subordinate values is a strategic choice. Customers expect quality service, accurate and timely delivery of orders, and a well-run organization behind a flashy website. Business professionals can no longer hide in a functional silo within a company. Companies do not separate product development and manufacturing into well-defined pieces. All business professionals must share common information that is collected centrally and made available via integrated information systems to all company users. The more you know about working with interchangeable pieces, the better prepared you will be to succeed as a business professional. Physical data flow diagrams. The data flow diagram depicts a system's components. The context diagram is the top level and the least detailed diagram of the information system. It describes the data flows into the system and out of the system, and also into and out of the external entities. External entities are items such as persons, places, things outside a system that sends data to the system. It also receives data from the system. The external entities also conflict with the internal entities. And the internal entities are entities within the system that transforms data, for example, the sales clerks, departments and computers. The physical data flow diagram is a graphical representation of the system, showing the system's internal and external entities. The entity boxes are the external entities on the diagram, and the bubbles are the internal entities. Decision making is a process of making choices. It's a central activity of all management. Managers make decisions or choices such as what products to sell, in which markets to sell those products, what organizational structure to use, and how to direct and motivate employees. There are 3 steps in decision making: intelligence, searching the environment for conditions calling for a decision; design, inventing, developing and analyzing possible courses of action; choice, selecting a course of action. The nature of the information required by managers varies by management level. Strategic level managers require information that allows them to access the environment and to project future events and conditions. Tactical management requires information that is focused on relevant operational units. Operational management needs information that is narrower in scope, more detailed, more accurate, and that comes largely within the organization. The kind of information required to make a decision is also heavily influenced by a decision structure or lock, therefore. Structure is a degree of repetition and routine in the decision. Structure implies that we have seen this very decision before and have developed procedures for making the decision. We can use the degree of structure inherent in each decision-making step to categorize the decisions as structures or unstructured. We define structured decisions as those for which all 3 decision phases are relatively routine or repetitive. In fact, many decisions are such a routine that a computer can be programmed to make them. Consider, on the other hand, the decision-making process that managers undertake in choosing what research and development projects to pursue in the next year. This is only one example of what we classify as an unstructured decision, one for which none of the decision phases are routine or repetitive. The following diagram summarizes several concepts introduced in this section and also helps us to understand the nature of the characteristics associated with information used by the 3 levels of management for decision making. Further, this figure indicates the proportion of structured and unstructured decisions handled by the three management levels. Information qualities and decision-making qualities. The level of the decision maker and the type of decision to be made determines the preeminence of certain information qualities. Information used for strategic planning should help managers see the future and assist them in formulating long-term plans. Without a certain level of accuracy, however, even the largest data warehouse will not be useful for forecasting or analysis of historical data. Information needed for decision making can differ in degree of aggregation and detail, in source and in fundamental character. We have also seen that the required qualities of information differ by decision type and level of management. Within the organization, managers can secure inputs to their decisions directly from the environment or from direct observation of operations. Managers can also receive information indirectly through the information systems, which retrieves and presents operational and environmental information. As we understand more about the decisions to be made and can better anticipate the data needed to make those decisions, the information systems can be designed to provide more of the requirement information. Because data requirements for structured decisions are well defined, we strive to improve our understanding of decisions so that we can make more decisions more structured, anticipate the data needed for those decisions, and regularly provide those data through the information systems. Management decision-making summary. Decision-making is the process of making choices. It is the central activity of all management. The nature of the information required by managers varies by management level. There are 3 steps in decision making: intelligence, design, and choice. Intelligence, searching the environment for conditions, calling for a decision. Design, inventing, developing, and analyzing possible courses of action. Choice, selecting a course of action. Strategic level managers require information that allows them to access the environment and to project future events and conditions. Tactical management requires information that is focused on relevant operational units. Operational management needs information that is narrower in scope, more detailed, more accurate, and that comes largely from within the organization. Structure is the degree of repetition and routine in the decision. We can use the degree of structure inherent in each decision-making step to categorize the decisions as structured or unstructured. We define structured decisions as those for which all 3 decision phases are relatively routine or repetitive. Thus, we define unstructured decisions as those for which all 3 decision phases are not routine or repetitive. Input data is data received by the information system from external environment or other area of the information system. Data input is capturing the data and conversion of the data to machine-readable form.